we have been invited to share with them a very important moment in their lives. We are gathered here to witness the rejoining together of two people who, as an expression of their love, are again uniting in marriage. They want to express the endurance of their love for each other through many challenges over many years. And they want to celebrate that they are a family again. Over the years, their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured. And now they have decided to live their lives together again as husband and wife. You have been invited to surround them with your love on this special day and to support them in their marriage. Eileen and Ethan, you are no longer two people living separately, but a couple traveling the path of life together. Today you give yourselves to each other in marriage so that you can again share in each other's passions and triumphs. Love is not meant to be the possession of two people alone. Rather, it would serve as a source of common energy, as a form in which you find the strength to live your lives with courage. From this day forward, you will come closer together than ever before. You are soulmates, and as soulmates, you must love one another in sickness and in health, for better and for worse. But at the same time, your love should give you the strength to stand apart, to seek out your own unique destinies, to make your special contribution to the world, which is always a part of us and more than us. Love is one of life's highest experiences that we human beings can have, and it can add deep meaning to our lives. Love is one of life's greatest joys. When combined with friendship, both are infinitely enhanced. Traditionally, the passage from two single people to status of husband and wife is marked by the exchange of rings, but Eileen has shared with me that neither of them wear pink rings. So instead, I will ask that they please hold hands. Eileen would like to say a few words.
Here it comes.
Well, I can't hold your hand and concentrate, so I'm going to take it back.
I was just going to cry.
I'm actually wearing my mother's wedding ring, her engagement ring. It's she wouldn't get married with less than half a carat, so so I have it. You were with me that day.
I remember.
Okay. One of the things Ethan likes best about me is that I ace so many questions on Jeopardy. And, last night there happened to be a question that was pertinent to our story, so I thought I'd share a little bit of it. I don't think I'm going to embarrass you too much.
Oh, it's okay.
You know, but if I
Try, please try it.
I'll find some way to make it up to you. So, you told me that when you got home, do I need this? I don't think I need this.
Yes.
Do I?
Oh, no.
Hey, I study theater, okay? You told me that when you got home from the Jewish Center mixer that night, in the spring of '73.
I remember.
You told your mother that you had met a really cute girl. And the next day, I asked my friends if anyone knew you. And there was this kid in Westport. His name was Brad. And we had worked at we had ushered at the Westport Country Playhouse together. And he knew someone in production. And I guess that guy might have been to your studio in Weston. So Brad said that he had heard that you were some kind of electronics genius and that you played music. And I liked that. So when you called to ask me out, I said, okay. And you showed up at my parents' house on Roxbury Road, remember that house, in your VW Beetle, and we started going out. And a couple weeks in, you suggested that we have a lunch date, that I meet you for lunch where you worked at Vectron on Water Street. So I pulled up in the parking lot behind Vectron in my double-barreled silver and black 71 Mustang. And, you know, I knew what I had. I was pretty lucky. My parents had known someone, a customer, who had a barely broken-in sports car in his barn in Wilton. He liked my folks, so he sold it to them at a friend's price. And so that's how I got my Mustang. And I knew what I had. When I would go out, if it was a guy I really liked, I might let him get a peek under the hood and watch him salivate, but nobody got to drive her, except me. And one night I was with my good buddy Janet at her kitchen table. It was snowing outside. We were schmoozing and getting ready to head out to a party somewhere in Hartford. And knowing us, we're probably already partying. Probably shouldn't have been heading out anywhere, but I wanted to show her what fun it was to do wheelies in the snow. Well, that car had a front end that you could spread a picnic on, and not much of a back end at all, so it went around pretty good. And probably a good thing I didn't find any empty parking lots to do the wheelies. But back to the lunch date. So it was June, and it was getting hot, and I was I got dressed in a little halter top. I was just barely 21, and I had long, thick, shiny auburn hair. So wait a minute, I missed part of the story. Yeah, that snowy night. Yeah, well, it got away from me. So this lady who has always been an inspiration came up with. She said, you know, that's a really great car, but it needs you really need a jazzy nickname for it, and she decided it should be Stang. So Stang it was. So there I was, and I was ready for my lunch date, and Stang and I were a match set. We were both looking pretty good right at that moment. So we pull in behind Vectron, and you weren't out yet, and I turned the engine off and listened to the radio for a while. I can tell you every top 10 hit from the summer of '73, and not because I looked in your book, but because that was the summer I was falling in love. So
where's the embarrassing part?
Well, finally.
Well, now you had a Beetle. That was
That's so you finally came out, and I'll never forget the look on your face when you looked across the parking lot, and there was me and Stang sitting waiting for you, and your eyes lit up, and I think at that moment I got an upgrade from cute to sexy, and thus was born my lifelong love affair with hot muscle cars. So a couple weeks ago, I was driving to the station in my GTS with 6 on the floor, and you look over at the dashboard, and being the practical kind of guy that you are, you said skeptically, "How come that speedometer goes up to 160? I don't think that car could go 160, even if you could." And, you know, if you were right, of course, I didn't have any evidence to the contrary, so I said something like, well, you know, so it's marketing like everything else. But what I should have said was, because given a chance, that's how long I'm going to love you.
Oh.
And we're only 40 years in now. So let's fire this thing up and hit the road for the rest of the way.
Yes.
Oh, wasn't that sweet?
Face me. Sort of, right there. Okay, I'm going to ask them. Everybody want me to go back to the mic?
Yeah, this is the legal part here.
This is the legal part, not quite.
The fine print?
This is the part you're going to repeat after me. Eileen, I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife.
Eileen, I take you to be my lawfully wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. For better, for
For
worse.
better, for worse.
For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
Oh yes, to love and to cherish.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
Before these witnesses, I vow to love you.
Before these witnesses, I vow to love you.
And care for you.
And care for you.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
I take you with all your faults and strengths.
I take
In my donkey collection.
I take you with your donkey collection and all the other strengths.
As I offer myself to you.
As I offer myself to you.
With all my faults and strengths.
For better or for worse. You know what you're getting.
I will help you when you need help.
She doesn't want my help, I promise.
And turn to you when I need help.
And turn to you when I need help.
I choose you.
I choose you.
As the person.
As the person.
With whom I will spend my life.
With whom I will spend my life.
Eileen, repeat after me, or somewhere thereabouts.
You forgot to be the mommy of my kids.
And the mommy of this baby. Ethan, I take you to be my lawfully wedded husband.
Ethan, I take you to be my lawfully wedded husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
For better, for worse, for richer. Oh, for no poorer, please.
Right.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
Until death do us part.
Death do us part.
Before these witnesses, I vow to love you.
Before these witnesses, I vow to love you.
And care for you.
And care for you.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall.
Can I get this in writing?
Okay.
Okay.
I take you with all your faults and strengths.
I take you with your home theater, all the acoustic treatment, and all of the rest of your
And all my
strengths.
Michigas.
Well, yeah, I'm afraid so, yes.
As I offer myself to you with all my faults and strengths.
As I offer, that's me.
That's you.
As I offer myself to you with all my faults and strengths.
I will help you when you need help.
I will help you when,
And turn to you when I need help.
and I promise to turn to you. I didn't today, but I used the Phillips without you, and I thank you very much.
Very good.
Turn to you when I do need help.
I choose you
I choose you,
as the person
person,
with whom I will spend my life.
whom I will spend my life.
Okay. By the act of joining hands, you take to yourself the relation of husband and wife and solemnly promise to love, to honor, to comfort, and to cherish each other as long as you both shall live. Therefore, in accordance with state law and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Connecticut, I do now pronounce you husband and wife. You came to me as two single people, and you will leave now as a married couple, united to each other by the binding contract you have just entered. Ethan, Eileen, you may now kiss as I present you as husband and wife to your family and friends.
What, I have to talk now?
One more kiss, yeah.
Okay, one more kiss.
There we go. You had something you wanted to say.
Well, you know,
Well, didn't you? Didn't you?
as is clear, you know, we were married originally a long time ago. She was my first wife. I think I was your first husband, right?
Asking me if you were my first? Okay.
Husband.
Okay.
And then we went different ways. But as it turns out, she wasn't so bad after all.
I'm so glad. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, this is great.
And now begins the party.